Gregor like someone who's been setting up base in the Tangles? Like, do I know of him or these
Yes.
Furyondians?
Yes. You know the Furindians and his other two priestly friends. They
And
are.
what are my
They're in the
impressions of them so far?
Extremely militant, and they are very driven, and the one thing that really drives them is killing Ayu's dudes. They
Got
get
it.
off on it. These guys are like, well, you haven't, but not all of Tritherian's priests are quite so militant. I mean, they do have that sort of vein, but some of them like to teach classes on stand up for your right. These guys, a little bit more intense though,
Okay.
but they're not
And
they're not kicking babies or anything like that.
right. Okay. That's all. That's all I needed to know. And generally speaking, like obviously people have been talking about or referring to IUs. In my observations of people, have I gotten any connection between IUs and like what my mission is, or is it all just like names to me right now?
They are pretty much just names to you, but you have definitely attached IUs to the troubles that are entering into your forest. You know
Okay.
that for a fact now.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. So, Gregor looks at his breastplate, then he steps forward onto the arrow shaft and snaps it. I like you. I like your balls. Yeah. But that doesn't change anything. I'm still here to do what I'm supposed to do. Now, I said we'll do it in the morning. We'll conduct it in a normal fashion. We'll talk to everyone that we need to, and we'll get it done as quickly as possible. I apologize for coming in the middle of the night and doing this, but you understand it has to be done. We've seen an elf traipsing around through the woods recently, meeting up with some hobgoblins, and, well, frankly, we want to see if anybody here knows anything about that, or maybe even find the elf.
That would be quite a feat.
I know. I'd be very happy if it happened. So, my men and I will make ourselves comfortable over here. And he just points over to a part of grassy area where they could hang out. And in the morning, we'd appreciate it if you rounded your people up so that we could talk to them all.
Well, we'll do our best.
Orthalis comes up and he puts a hand on your shoulder, Silverwolf, and he goes, I think we can accommodate that. I think we can. I think it's in everybody's best interest if we did. And he kind of grabs you by the shoulder, Silverwolf, and he leads you to the side, starting away, and he goes, we don't really want to piss this guy off. The quicker we just get him in and then get him out, be the best for everybody. And you got to admit, him showing up right after this whole thing with an elf, what can it really hurt? Maybe he'll find something. Who knows what the hell's going on?
Yeah, that's the question. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do anything that'll get put the group in danger. I just want to get a feel for who it is we're dealing with here.
Yeah, no, I understand. And he seems to have handled your insult well, so I think we're good.
I'm looking at them. Do they have anything expensive looking on them? Anything looking nice?
Well, he does, but it's his armor is really well made. Okay, it is it's bronze, which is generally not, it's not steel armor. Right. So
it's ceremonial.
But, no, this is definitely serious armor. So you don't know how it's better than anything else. You know what I mean? Okay. It's is it magical?
Right. Why wear bronze if you have steel?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll keep that in the back of my mind then.
Yeah. And you guys don't really know a terrible amount. I mean, if you wanted to make a roll, you could, but you don't know a terrible amount about the Tritherian priesthood. It's not something that's really. Let's put it this way: it's not real popular in the freelance. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, there you go. All right. So, Orthalis, after he does that, turns around and he says, all right, Gregor, not a problem. We're going to go ahead. spend the night, make yourself comfortable. I'll make sure that we get everybody together and we'll get this all squared away for you tomorrow. All right? That sounds great. And so he does. Everybody then at that point in time, him, Gregor and his men, they go over and they start lounging over here. They get out some bedrolls and stuff. Well, not bedrolls, but
they were staying here.
Take their packs off and lay them on the ground and lay down.
Sure.
Get ready to rest. So the other, your guys' scout goes back out into the woods. And it's just Orthalos and you guys there right now.
All right, so and Three Toes is still hidden, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm staying hidden for the duration here, being very observant, watching, but definitely staying secreted away.
So quietly, just say to the others, how much do we think we want to tell these guys?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It sounds like we're not going to have a lot of choice if you ask us a direct question. I'm not super worried about it, though. I mean, I know I'm not a spy,
Right.
And I doubt any of these people are. And if they are, then I guess they get what they deserve. But
My question is, how did he find out about the spy?
Hey, you know what? I was just reading the whatchamacallit, the Twitch, and it says no sound. I wonder how long we've been rolling with it.
As it's looking, I can see it. Let me take a look. What do I do with my phone?
And I haven't.
So I can control the square token, not the circle token there.
yeah, we're different. Yeah, it's a different.
Oh, that's you. Okay, we just both have the blue. Okay.
Yep.
I'm zoomed way out. I thought that was Will.
Yeah, no, I can understand why. Even zoomed in, it's a little hard to tell. So.
Yeah. Let me see right here. There, I can hear it.
Yeah, I'm putting it on here myself.
Yeah, I can hear it. So I don't know how long ago that was.
Yeah, unless it was something to do with the internet issues that I was having, which seems to have cleared themselves up because I was switching back and forth between bands.
Right.
So that may have had something to do with it.
Okay. Because we got one person. Hello, who's watching us now?
Hope
You
you
know
can
what?
hear us.
That's probably me.
Yeah, I can.
I hopped in
it
for a
probably
second.
is.
I could hear it. So
Yeah, I can hear it also.
All right. Well, I'll be able to tell when the video. So, all right. I just wanted to check that because I don't know what was up with that right there, and who knows how long that was. But okay. So 6-1. All right. So I'm sorry. Where did we?
It was
leave
nice for
off
them to
with that
tell us,
there?
though.
It was, and that's been up there for a while. And that's the thing. It's like I have to get into the habit of reading the chat that goes through because that right there is the Twitch chat that I'm reading. But I'm not paying attention to that. I'm paying attention to the full page that's on my main screen. So
And by next week, we'll have the brand new studio. So hopefully it'll alleviate a lot of the issues we've been having.
Right. So okay. So at that Orthalos at that point too, he goes, you know what, guys, I'm not really worried about this at all. I mean, these guys aren't really. It's not like we got anything to worry about. These guys, we're not Iusian scum, so they're not looking to kill us.
Yeah, I think he seems super cool. He's got really cool armor, and his hair is awesome, and they smell fantastic.
Yeah,
It is a weird coincidence he's showing up right after we found out about this, but
That's my concern.
That's
I
really
imagine-
weird, but
Well, here,
Imagine
I'll
they
only go
just-
figure it out.
I mean, do we want to show him the note, or do we? Oh, jeez, he's gone.
I'm gonna hold on to the note for now, and
Yeah,
then we'll
good
see how
idea.
tomorrow brings.
Yeah.
I think we could tell him anecdotally what we saw, and then maybe that's it.
So Raleigh's
Yeah.
heading over to that archer, and
okay.
offer him some more wine. So tell me about your god. What is he like? Trees or the wind? How, like
he like looks really nervous over at Gregor, and he goes, "Dude, I ain't got no damn god. This is a gig, okay?" And he grabs the wine out of your hand and starts drinking some, and he passes back. Well, I think Gregor is a better one to tell you about that. And he goes, "Well, of course I'll tell you about Tritherion. You come over here and sit down, you strange-looking man." Now, you've got your okay. Now, Raleigh has the Jackson Pollock coat thing going on, right?
Oh yeah, bright blue vest. Yep.
Yeah. So you look like a mad merchant's worst nightmare or something. So yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, come on." I mean, Tritherion is there for against the oppression of the little people, like yourself against big bullies like I do.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna kill Ayus. I decided because
excellent.
I've done some stuff and I kind of feel bad about it, but I figure if I kill Ayus, then I can keep doing whatever I want and scales, balance the scales.
He stops then and wipes his mouth with the back of his hands. What did you do?
Well, I lied to my mom, and I was supposed to watch these kids earlier. I didn't watch the kids. And then I killed people.
Whoa!
Well, no, they were trying to kill me.
Yeah, but who? Why were they trying to kill you? What did you do?
Well, you lose count. I'm with people. They're doing stuff. I'm there. You know how it is. You got bronze armor.
He pulls out his bastard sword and then sticks it into the ground right next to him. But he does it super slow and menacing.
That's a really cool sword.
Yeah, sharp too. Touch it.
All right.
You gonna touch it?
I pick up his sword. Yeah.
No, don't pick it up.
Well, jeez, man.
Touch the blade.
No, you don't touch the blade. You touch the handle.
Then you're not touching
it. You don't know how swords work?
Yeah, I do. That's why I was telling you to touch the blade.
You're wild.
Yeah, wild. All right, well, we're going to sack out, so we'll talk to you in the morning when we're finding about all this spies.
Yeah, you're looking for an elven spy, right?
We're looking for an elven spy.
Right, that's what you said, right? An elven spy?
Remember for a second that he did say elven spy.
He did say elven spy.
He did say elven spy. So, all right, yeah, that's fine. Okay, all right, good. All right, now we'll talk to you in the morning.
All right.
So he lays back and puts his hands behind his head and lays into his pack. And, he's just eyeballing you now.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, you too. All right. So Orthalis is like, well, we might as well just keep with the regular rotation of the watch, and we'll see what happens in the morning. All right.
Okay.
All right. So he goes back into his hut, and the rest of you guys is going to do the same. Go into your huts or what have you.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I mean, yeah, that's normal. Yeah.
No, I'll just kind of stay where I'm at. I'm pretty used to sleeping wherever I'm at. So.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just set up and sleep outside of the tent. I'm not gonna go in.
I'll definitely go into whatever my normal tent is.
You guys can just place yourself at whichever one would be yours. I take it we'll say that one right there. That's Silver Wolf's. So okay. Cerritos, just give me one more stealth check for the rest of the night. We're just gonna roll it all into one. And it's gonna be a super easy DC, so just don't fuck up.
Don't snore.
That's basically what I'm just checking on. He's a trained professional, so yeah, you make it easy, so no worries. So you just kind of sprawl out in the underbrush there, whatnot, and just keep an eye on the guys and what happened. All right, so the night goes fine. The rest of the rotation of the guys who keep watch going on and what have you, no problems. The next morning comes up and bright and early, people start getting out and getting ready. And Gregor and his guys, they're up, ready, and as you guys, Orthalis is already busy. I can never grab that damn token without grabbing this fucking hut. Oh, Raleigh was in. Raleigh, you were in with Orthalis. Nice.
People are going to be talking.
They already talked. Yeah, you know what? Actually, nope. So they know Raleigh, and you know if you don't mind spending the night with Orthalis, he doesn't mind you spending the night with him, if you know what I mean. So
that was a sweet
one. All right. Yeah, a little bit. So as you guys are getting up and getting ready in the morning, Orthalis is already up with the one of the dudes that was keeping watch, and I'm not going to drop a ton of tokens on here. They're getting everybody up and ready and getting them ready for what's going to happen. And it's still relatively early. So essentially what normally happens is everybody comes together and you guys kind of have like a communal, meals. Because everybody kind of like pitches in, you know. A lot of people do some hunting, or, you know, some people go out into the forest and forage for different things and what have you. So, so as everybody are getting up and getting ready, coming to the, you know, to the center there where there's a big old cook pot and all, what have you. He's talking to everyone, getting them together. You know, seems slightly apprehensive, but nobody really seems completely like upset or whatnot that there's like 4 more armed guys here that are not Iusians. But I do want everybody to get.
Oh, you froze there. What was
Will,
that?
you froze.
Oh, I want everybody to give me a perception roll.
Okay.
How often am I freezing, by the way? Because I'm thinking about I might have to up my
natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
It does
And
happen
that's a 19.
Consistently, although I wouldn't say necessarily frequently.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like I'm the only here using it right now, so it shouldn't be that bad, I'm thinking. Okay. Three Toes is still asleep, although you don't snore.
Of course not.
Okay.
Wake me
So,
if something
Raleigh?
important happens.
Yeah. Raleigh and Norjor, you guys definitely notice. Let me put something out here. Okay. And I'm not putting like all the other people because there's quite a few. But there's this one a little older lady in tatters. Now, Raleigh, know that this is Sue. Okay. And she's one of the survivors from Halorn, the what used to be the, still is, but she was from the capital of the Tankles. So she's a refugee from there. She's been here the entire time that you guys have been here. Okay. And you haven't really seen anything out of the ordinary about her or anything like this. She doesn't have any other people with her, you know, no family or anything like that. Whereas everybody still seems a little, you know, they're shooting stares over at Gregor and his guys, and everybody's a little uneasy, but not like freaking out. She, strangely enough, seems like
Well,
that was a big freeze there.
yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay. Her
You
eyes
said
are.
she seems really, and then you froze.
Building the
Okay.
anticipation.
There you go. She seems really nervous. Her eyes are darting around. She seems to be shaking from time to time. So she seems really crazy about everything.
Okay. Well, I'll head over and good morning, Sue. Why don't you come here? Let's get some breakfast.
Hi, Raleigh. Hi. Yeah. Why are these men here? What are they doing?
Here, come with me. Let's get some breakfast. I lead her away from
Okay.
from them so we can talk.
All right. It's like, are we going? Are they coming? Is there? I know those are other people that are from those other groups, right?
Yeah. They're looking for a spy. You're not a spy, right, Sue? I'm joking. Of course you're not a spy. No, they're looking for some elf guy who doesn't even think I'm handsome. So, what does he know?
Yes, because you are handsome. Well, and she grabs your arm. Not like in a like in a petting kind of way, like a thank you sort of thing. It's like, oh, thank you. I've got a little. My stomach's not. I'm just gonna go to the bushes. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
And so she starts heading off this way.
I think absolutely nothing of it. Poor Sue, her stomach.
Yeah.
Nora's just gonna watch and follow because she's obviously acting differently than the other humans, and he's interested.
Okay. See, I told you he was a perv. So what we're gonna say is, she goes. Let me see. Hold on a second. She's getting to like right about here. Now I need to just make some rolls right quick. So just 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. All right. And then one guy rolled a 1. That's right. So, of the guys that are with Gregor, there's one dude, seems like a very grizzled veteran kind of guy, like a guy who really knows his shit. Like he's obviously look like rogues playing the part of warriors. He looks like a warrior. You know what I'm saying? And when you're Raleigh and you're walking with Sue and then she starts to go off and whatnot, this guy points her out and goes, Gregor! And like elbows him and he points right to her. And Gregor yells, excuse me, madam, but no one's allowed to leave the village right now.
I think it's a number 2, Gregor.
And I think that she's not allowed to leave right now. And Sue's like, "Oh, I'll just be right back. I have to go. Yeah, you'll be right back. All right, too long, because I can't think of a good name. Give me a good name. What's this guy's name? The dude, the fighter type.
Bryce.
I was going to say Bryce. I no joke. I was going to say that.
Okay, Bryce.
That's really weird.
So he says that Bryce, follow her. And he goes, you got it. And he starts going. No, and she's like, no, it's okay. And he goes, shut up, lady.
All right, I'm gonna follow over this way. I'm not going to engage yet, but just make sure he doesn't put a hand on her or anything.
Right, and he just like comes to like right here, and he just points over into these bushes, and he goes, "Do your business and be quick about it. Don't make me come in there and beat you."
Well,
for lack of an intimidating thing to say. Okay, so she goes into the woods, and he stands right there just watching her. I mean, it's like she moved to a spot that was kind of concealed, and he like took 2 steps to the side so he could keep her in view. And she like kind of like looks over his shoulder she's looking over her shoulder at him, you know. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and just create the most foul, fecal, disgusting smell just right under his nose.
And you see he's all like, he starts waving his hands. He's like, God, what the hell do you people eat around here? Oh. But she finishes up, and then she comes out, and then he just comes and he stands real close. Well, go on. And she's like super hesitant, you know, and you can see.
Hi, it's okay. We have trash, but that's it.
Trash?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
You want that?
He's on his honeymoon.
Right, that's the room service. That's awesome. Tell her we want something.
I could use something. If you're taking out trash, it's recycle day tonight. If you could just go to my garage, take everything out, it'd be great.
She looks right at Silverwolf. She looks you right in the eyes, and you can see that you can read it. She's thinking about running. You can read it in her eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're fine.
I'll walk over to her, and I'll say, "Look, you to Bryce. You've done enough. She had to do her business. She's on her way back. I'll take her by the arm,
Mm-hmm.
and and try to slowly lead her back,
Okay.
and say
You have to actually pull her at one point to get started. So
Okay.
like you go to lead and her feet don't move, and so like you give a little nudge, a little pull to it,
Mhm.
and then they like start just.
So I'll just sort of lean over and whisper, I get what's going on here. If you're with us, you have nothing to worry about. If you're not, they're the least of your problems. And then continue to lead her toward the...
And when you say that, she stops and she looks at you, like just sneers.
I,
Roll for initiative.
yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Oh, there it is. All right, I got to clear the initiative though. Or is that you guys didn't just roll all this? No, there's dire wolves.
I just rolled a 22. Damn.
No, you can put it in there. I'll let you
You'll
put
want
it
to
in.
keep that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what the weird lady has.
Weird lady.
She got a natural 20.
Of
Yeah.
course she did.
Suck it.
Of course, it's still
It's still just 20.
still
but...
a 20.
Well, actually, she does get a bonus. It's a 22.
Oh, there you go.
Who else got a 22?
I did.
Oh, okay. Did it go in? No, it didn't. No. Okay. So the weird lady gets to go first. All right.
I am holding onto her arm.
You are. You're holding
For
on
good
to
or ill.
one of her arms, and with the other arm, she slashes out at you with her hand. And as you see this hand coming towards you, you see her fingers kind of like extend a little bit into like, those are claws.
Oh, man.
Oh,
my
Good
goodness.
strike.
Yes. Although, okay, before we get into all this, why don't we go ahead and take a break?
Okay.
Go ahead, take a break for anybody wants to refresh their drinks or anything along those lines, and then we'll pick right back up with this. This will give us a chance to test out our going to break stuff.
Sounds good. All right.
Will, I'll probably have to drop pretty soon, so I think that
totally fine.
yeah, I think
It was
that-
amazing.
welcome back, and let's jump right back into this crazy lady with the fingernails. And just so everybody knows, our dear Phil, who plays Norjor, he's not really here. He's still on his honeymoon. He just stopped in, so he's going to be segueing out, and Norjor will continue his his watching ways from the bushes. So, did you already leave, Phil? Yes, he's already gone. Okay, so there it is. All right.
His wife is a saint.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm here, but I'm dropping now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your wife is a
okay,
saint.
guys.
Hey,
I'll see you
we're
guys
still
next week.
safe.
Yeah,
Have a good
enjoy
one,
the rest
man.
of your honeymoon.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, all right. So, let's see. Where were we at? Yeah, she was going to kill you. I mean, attack you. Okay, so here it comes. More. Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
She rolled an 18.
It looked like a 12.
It does look like a 12 to me, too, doesn't it?
On mine, it looks like an 18.
Oh, it rolled
wait.
twice.
Oh,
It
she rolled twice. Yeah,
Oh, I
it
only
went
see
12
the
and then
one.
18.
Okay, yeah, it's yeah. So I don't know why I did that, but the first one is a 14. Does that hit you?
That just misses.
Okay, so basically she goes, "Rrrr," and you can tell like Sweet Sue is not sweet anymore, and she just comes at you, and like her fingers extend out to like talons, and just goes right at you. You instinctively jerk back, and it just like rakes the front of your armor, and like leaves these because you're wearing leather armor, right?
Correct.
And you lean back enough to where she doesn't get enough purchase, but it leaves a nice big long grooved channels in your leather armor. And she's going to attempt to pull her arm out from you. Are you gonna?
Oh, yeah, no.
It's
So you can do
or-
both of these at the same time, though?
Yeah, she gets more than one attack.
All right, fair enough. It was worth a shot.
It sure was. It sure was. Are you going to try and contest that at all? Or
Oh, yeah, sure I am.
okay, so just go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Athletics?
Yeah.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, she natural 20 that shit. So basically, what she did is she didn't
both-
just pull. She
We
didn't just
both
pull
got
her.
the same exact roll, but that natural 20.
Yeah,
That's got to give the
Yeah.
edge.
That just outdid me.
yeah. So she pulls it back, and like you're grabbing onto it, holding on to it, like you tear some of her clothes with it. But she pulls back and flips, basically almost slaps you as she does it, and you stumble back like a couple from her, like 5 feet. We're gonna put Norjor over here watching.
Thanks,
Norjor seems fun. All right. Yeah. Okay. So there went the weird lady. Okay. We're really gonna have to. That's
That's me.
Winded, right? Okay. Let's go. We'll have to make sure to write the
Yeah,
names
if
in there
you
so we can.
click on the little on your icon and then click on the little gear, you can add your
I
name
can
up
do
on
it.
top.
I got it right
Gotcha.
now. DEN.
Yep.
Winded.
You got it? Okay.
I got it. And then hold on one second. Oh no, that's all I need to do.
Cool. So he had been watching this whole thing before with sort of a amused detachment, which is how he watches most things.
Right.
But when this went down, he just, without, quicker than you could blink, he's got his crossbow up and he's just going to fire at her.
Gotcha.
So, apparently very badly.
Actually,
doesn't.
that hits her.
Oh, sweet. And then, because it looks like she might get away, he will cast on himself. Expeditious Retreat.
Nice. Is that that's a bonus, right? Expedition.
It's a bonus action cast. Yep.
Okay.
And he'll just, he'll run right up next to her and say, "I don't think you should go anywhere." And that's him.
All right, and you did 7 piercing damage to her.
Yep, 7 piercing.
Okay.
when Wyndon shoots her, Raleigh's like, "Oh my God, are we killing Sue?"
Yeah, and like now that she's like totally like freaking out, like her face kind of elongates a little bit, and like her head kind of distorts some even, and like her arms kind of like get a little longer, and her back kind of hunches a little bit. So yeah.
What
Sue's
the
not
hell happened to Sue?
I know. Sue's not looking too good right now, guys. All right, Three Toes. Give me a perception check, too, Three Toes.
All right.
Oh, you got some more static, guys. I don't know if that's me. I don't think it's me. Okay, so a 12. All right, cool. You don't see anything out of the ordinary besides the fact that everybody here in the center starts freaking out. And you know what I should do too? Hold on a second. I should have done this while I was at it. Okay. And I'm just going to put those two guys in there. I'm not going to put any more than that because I have entirely too many people here trying to kill this one chick. Okay. Gregor is got a 17. And Orthalis got a 14. Okay. Just let me go back through. Okay. Gone. Okay, Three Toes. All right, what are you going to do, Three Toes?
Well, since I can't really say anything or know for certain what's going on, I'm just going to continue to watch and observe, ready to attack anybody that gets too close to me if they appear hostile towards me. Otherwise, I won't attack them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm just continuing to observe from my location.
What you're seeing too is like basically essentially the crowd that is all the people of the village that are gathering around for the breakfast are starting to all move away from over here. So they're backing up towards away from something that you hear there's something going on over there because you basically hear
Okay.
So you do hear that. Okay. Greg starts pushing his way through. Okay. Did I do it right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I'm moving too much. There he goes. Okay, so he's just hauling ass over there. Silverwolf!
All right. Well, I turned to Gregor and said, "You were right about the traitor in the camp." And then I turned to Sue and I say, "Yo, she-bitch, let's go." And I pull out my swords.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
move over here, and gonna give her a couple of attacks. So, main hand, 24. Has she been hit yet?
Yes, she has.
So that's 11 points.
Okay.
And then offhand. Oh, that was almost a natural 20.
That hit too.
So for another 3.
Okay, so all together is 14?
14 altogether, yep.
Yeah, that's some nice shit right there. So let's see.
I think that's the first time I hit anybody with a sword.
I think you hit one of the dire
Actually,
wolves
I did hit one eventually. It took me like 6 tries or so. But yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first time I hit anybody on the first try.
I'll give you
So
that.
I'm getting better.
Okay. So Orthalis comes running up, and he's got his bow out, and he looks like he doesn't know what to do. Like he knows that, like he's starting to pull and aim it, but it's like he doesn't want to believe that Sue is doing what Sue's doing. So he's actually not really doing anything besides closing in for this round. Okay. Norjoger is watching. Okay, Raleigh.
All right. Raleigh is going to move up to her and say, "You gotta give up, Sue, or I'm gonna have to kill you." And he's gonna reserve his action until she goes, and if she does anything other than surrender, he's going to cast Booming Blade on her.
Sounds
Oh, yeah, Booming Blade is good. Okay, so, yeah, got it. Okay, so reserving to cast Booming Blade. Winded.
Okay. She went
Back to the
before
top
me
of the round.
last. Yeah, she went before me last time. Do you want her to go ahead of me again?
Those days are over, Wyndon.
There we go.
There, I don't know what you're talking about. She's at the top of the
Oh,
Fair enough.
Okay, so the Bryce actually at this point in time he's like, holy shit, and he starts pulling out his sword. It rings out of his scabbard, shing, and she hears that, and she spins on Bryce and sticks both of her hands right into his throat. Oh, wham! Both of those claws just penetrate all the way through, eject the back of it, and she just gets a geyser of blood shoots out of his throat onto her face, covering her. So that's what she did for her turn.
All right, so I hit her with the Booming Blade then. That is a 12 to hit.
Oh, do you have to roll to do that? It still hits. Yeah, if you got
Right.
12, it.
So it's just a D8, but then she's sheathed in thunder energy, and if she moves, she takes another D8.
Right. You've got. Well, no, it's just a D8 when she moves.
Well, it deals weapon damage, so it's basically a melee attack, and then the spell damage takes.
Oh, yeah, that's part of the attack. Okay, so you got.
So this is just weapon damage, which is 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Now I'm seeing on here you rolled 2d20. What's up? What's
Advantage because she's surrounded, right? Or it was the first one, regardless.
That really is just basically I don't use that rule unless you're a thief.
Oh, okay.
So
right,
the flaking rule, I don't do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't-
Well, then it's the 8 anyway because it was the first one. But
Okay, so it's just 8. So
8, and then that was just the D20. So that's my strength is 2, and then proficiency bonus is another 2. That's what got me to the 12. I
okay,
just don't have
no,
it.
10 does not hit. So
No,
you
it's a
miss.
12. It is a
It's
12.
12.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a 12. Yeah, he rolled the 8 as the base, and then he for some reason it's not set up on his sheet to roll the
Gotcha.
numbers.
Okay, yeah, 12 does hit. Okay, so and it did how many points of damage you said?
7.
7. Okay, and then on her turn, if she moves, she's gonna take some more.
That's
Okay, let's see what happened here. There we go. So she's at. All right, cool. Alrighty. Please remind me when she moves about that booming blade. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Three toes.
You skipped me, by the way.
Oh, I did. My bad.
No problem.
Go ahead.
Even though he's right next to her, Wynn is not messing around, so he's just going to shoot with disadvantage at her.
Okay.
So 13.
That hits.
So,
That
yep,
hits.
there you go. There's big 12.
Wow, that's a lot, actually. So let's.
that is. It's good.
Wow. Basically, your bolt goes straight through her chest and out the other side, and when a wisp of black smoke comes out the puncture wound on the other side and kind of wisps away from the wound, and she visibly staggers and moves from side to side.
Seeing that, Wynn goes, well, that's not ominous.
Right?
And then, yeah, he'll just stay right where he is.
Okay. Three toes. Now it's your turn.
Has the Gregor and the company all cleared out of their campsite?
And I want you to give me another perception roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, we won't roll that in all anymore. Okay, go. All right, so they've cleared out. They do have their packs laying there on the ground as well.
Okay. Well, since they've all cleared out, I'm gonna try to go over to the clump of trees over there where they were sleeping by.
Okay, just go ahead.
And I'm gonna stealth over there.
That's what I figured. Go ahead and give me the roll. Not a problem.
All right, so basically I'll stealth over there and just start to eyeball the packs, trying
Okay.
to pick out which one might be Gregor's, and just from just eyeballing it, what kind of traps it might have on it. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. His is easy to pick out because there's a big old brass, like, holy symbol tied to it that kind of like dangles. And I don't know what the Tritherian symbol is at the moment, but it's that. So he's got his backpack blinked, so you know what it is. Okay, so Gregor, at this point in time, he like goes rushing through, pushing you guys aside to do an attack.
She's still alive?
Yeah, she's looking really bad. Although that hit does it. So what happens is he comes rushing through, right? He pushes you to one side, and who's the other guy? Raleigh. Pushes Raleigh to the other side and just brings this big old overhanded swipe of his bastard sword down. Hits her in the head and splits her down basically to the middle of her chest. And like, all right. And as that happens and the body splits to the parts, in the place, instead of there being like empty air that with, just blood cascading down, there is a dark shadow in the place of, so like basically you're ripping it apart, the flesh of it, and underneath is like this dark shadow. And as that happens and as it splits open, and you see it for a split second, and then it shoots up out of the body into like a black cloud. And as it shoots up into this black cloud, the skin and the body that was Sue just like falls to the ground like there's nothing in it. Okay, so Gregor wins.
That's heavy.
Right? Silverwolf.
I kind of just look around at this point, and I don't sheath my swords yet, but I turned to Gregor and I said, "Do you have any idea what just happened here?"
It's obviously some sort of Iusian spell demon. Kill it! That's all he says.
All right, well, shit. I thought it was dead again, so I guess I'll attack whatever's left.
Okay, go ahead.
First attack. Oh shit! That did a shitload of damage. I I want this to end, so I just take my sword and turn it upside down and just stab down at her, right at the head for 17 points of damage.
Well, she's no longer a person. That all fell to the ground.
Yeah, it's like she took off a coat.
Yeah, it's just the skin just kind of like fell and crumpled to the ground. There's a shadowy like cloud floating in the air.
All right,
yeah.
So I just swing at the first one, try to get its head. So that was 17 points of damage, and then just with the other hand come back the other direction, sort of, down from her shoulder down, for another 10. So that's 27 points of damage.
And basically your swords go up and fly through the shadow. You feel resistance when it hits the shadow, and it like kind of like, even those who are watching, it's not like he just like threw a mist or whatnot, just hoo. Like it goes, it hits it for a second, then there's a brief second of resistance, and then it like passes through. And then there's like a little channel that's dug through the shadow, and then it coalesces and reforms itself again. And you don't know if he did any damage or anything to it. You don't hear anything. It's just this cloud there.
Then I just say, this isn't good.
Okay, did you have
and then brace myself for what I assume will be impact at some point.
Okay, do you have any other...
No, that's it for me. I used my bonus action for my second attack, so...
Okay, all right. Orthalis, yeah, he's pretty much sitting there not believing what he just saw either. Okay. And all right, Nordro are still watching. Raleigh.
Yeah. So Raleigh starts to get his sword, and then he sees what just happened. He's kind of dumbfounded for a second. He drops his sword, and he's like, fire! And I cast Burning Hands.
Excellent. Okay.
And
Is it gonna hit me?
pull that up here.
Actually, Burning Hands would hit. You're going to hit either one or...
I mean,
well,
it depends on where he's casting from, but
I figure it's above me, right?
it's
Can I
it's
cast
in
the
same
cone
area, but yeah, that's exactly what you're going to... If you move forward into the area of one of your allies, you'll be okay.
Okay.
Which
So that's-
basically
yeah.
you can do that. That's fine.
Okay. Where are you? Oh crap! Sorry guys, I am very unprepared. All right. Well, my spell save is 13, and it'll be 3d6.
Okay. And it fails. Okay. So, there we go. So for 9 points of damage, you shoot this gout of fire up into it, and it like actually hits it, burns it in half, and half of it gets burned away into nothingness. And now it's just a smaller cloud.
Well, there you go.
All right. Did you want to move, or did you have a bonus action or anything?
You know what? Actually, with my bonus action, I'm going to quicken a frostbite and try to hit her with that.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Frostbite.
That'll be a 13.
Okay. And unfortunately, in this form, it misses.
All right.
Okay. All right. The weird lady's turn. The smoky cloud buzzes over super fast over the encampment here, and most of the people are all kind of gathered around these huts and these different things that are over here, right? This guy that's right here is a guard that was out, one of the people that was, on watch, and he's at the back of the group. So this thing comes sailing, zips right across, and that black cloud hits him, bam, and shoots straight up his nose, in through his mouth, and just kind of goes all inside of him.
Now, did I see all that happen?
Yes, you did. The other thing that I was having you roll for before, it was something completely different. You see this black cloud, just it shoots and it flies right over you back towards this guy here. And actually, I'm going to move him because that's the foliage and whatnot. He's like right here. So, yeah, we'll put him right there. So you can see him. So, everybody else, give me a perception roll. Let's roll for Gregor and for Thalos. All right. The only one who doesn't have to roll on this actually is Three Toes. Okay. So that is everybody? Yeah, there's one.
Michael, we can only see the top of your head.
Wave like
Okay.
this.
Well, that's the best part of the space.
So, yeah, obviously your
I'm
stealth
hiding,
roll,
dang it! I'm hiding.
Your stealth roll
No,
Pretty
dude, you
good,
totally.
but we can still see the top of your head, so it was not a natural 20.
If you ever play a Hobbit, that's totally how you got to do it. Okay, so here. So Raleigh, no. Wow. Silverwolf, no. Wyndon, you do though. Even as being far back as you are, you're just in the right position where the bodies are moving and some of the people are like ducking out of the way. That you see for a split instant where it hits this guy in the face. Because after it hits, it's like quick that it disappears. Okay, you other guys don't see it, and neither does obviously Gregor or Orthalis. None of those guys seem to notice either. Like, well, what the hell was that? Where did it go? And he's like stumbling around, just looking. Okay, so that was Weird Lady's turn. Wyndon.
Okay, good thing I kept the Expeditious Retreat up. So I'm going to start running. Let me just do the... yeah, we're good. All right, so I'm going to yell, "Holy man, follow me!" And using my Expeditious Retreat's ability to bonus action dash and move, I will get right up to this entity. I have pulled out my rapier, and I'm just going to stab at it.
Nice. Now, I'm going to point out something. You know this guy. You guys knew Sue, too.
Yep.
Just saying. All right, cool. All right. That's going to, let's see, 12. That just hits.
Okay, great. And I'll say, "It's in this guy," whatever this guy's name is. It's taken hold of him.
His name is... yeah, I like Todd. It's Todd.
Poor Todd.
I know, poor Todd. He's like, "Ow!" And that's what he says when you come up and you stab him. You're like, "Aha!" He's like, "What are you doing?" Ow!
Oh wait, Todd, is it you?
Maybe it's not Todd.
Sorry, bro. It smoked on
All
my
right.
face.
Three toes.
Well, obviously, these people can't handle this whatever this is, incompetence. So I will come out of where I'm hiding. I should have surprise on.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna get advantage on him anyway because freaking Wyndon's right there. You're
Right, but if I have surprise, then I can do extra stuff.
well. Let's see. Let's just check.
And
Yeah, because you are an assassin. Let's see. No, he knows you. He knows it. He sees you coming. That's his perception. So he saw you coming out at him beforehand. So
okay, sure. So I'll just run up there then. And
well, you
I
know
will...
what? You know what? Hold. Give me a stealth roll because you could crit too. If you crit, I'll give it to you.
So anyway,
Okay.
He critted. It's just the opposite direction.
Yeah.
good. We got that nasty one out of the way now. Now I can make my attacks here.
Right.
So I come up with my dagger, slice across with a 15,
Okay.
and
That's it, by the way.
yeah, dagger 15,
Okay.
piercing 7, and a 3 for this sneak attack there.
Okay. And you're not fighting two-handed right now. You're just using one.
I'm fighting two-handed. I have my
Okay.
other dagger,
All right.
which I missed completely with.
Ah,
But that's
I know.
okay, because then I just disengage and actually, no, I cannot disengage because that would be my other bonus action. So I will just move myself back over to here, still remaining in contact, and yell out, "Your quarry is over here. Come and take care of it before I'm forced to."
All right, cool. Gregor, who followed you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ah! Poor Todd. Let's see what happens. See what Gregor does. No. Oh yeah, he hits him. He hits him, and he's gonna do. Let's see.
Ooh.
14 points of damage to him.
Oh, Todd.
And
Sorry, Todd.
he basically does the same thing to this guy that he did to Sue. He basically comes up and brings it down, cuts this guy. This time it doesn't go through the head, but it goes through the neck part and the shoulder, deep into his chest. And just as that blade's going down and whatnot, the smoke and pillows out of it, and that black cloud comes out again into the air. Okay, that's Gregor's turn. Silver Wolf.
All right, I'm just gonna run over here. Still have my swords out, and I just say, "Stop killing the people that it goes into. It's not them. It's the smoke monster."
Smoke monster? Exactly. The people were possessed.
And then I'm gonna just cast Hex on the smoke lady.
Okay. What?
I'll tell you in a second. Again, I'm new to this ranger deal, but
Hex or
not
Hunter's
Hex,
Mark?
Hunter's mark.
Hunter's Mark. I was about to say.
Although I
Hold on a
kind of
second.
wish I had Hex because
Hex is sweet.
that I think would be better for this scenario.
Yeah. Hunter's Mark doesn't give you any.
I just do an extra D6.
There's no save.
And
on
I have
it, though,
advantage
right?
on any wisdom or perception or survival checks to find it.
Yeah,
that's
that could be
basically
useful.
it. Yeah, but I don't want it to. I don't want it to get away. So
Yeah.
I just cast Hunter's Mark on that for now, and that's it. I'm not going to attack because I'm too far away, and I don't want to drop my swords at this point.
Gotcha. Or Thalos. He's following up. He's been really doing nothing because he's really freaked out by all this shit.
Yeah,
Norjor.
I think we did kill 2 innocent people unnecessarily.
Yeah. Norjor comes up.
In retrospect.
Ooh. Okay, Raleigh.
All right, I'm gonna run up next to Silver Wolf, and I'll cast Frostbite at the. It's a cloud again, right?
Correct. Now, when you cast... Oh, no, you missed. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right, so it's a 19 to hit.
Okay, that does hit for 2 points. And
2 points.
what's the special
It's
thing
got
about-
disadvantage on its next attack.
Gotcha. Okay. I really should have a cloud for it.
From where we're looking, does it look like it did anything to it?
It looks like it pretty much went through it.
Went right through it?
Yeah. Now, whether or not that did anything,
Okay.
because just like when Silver Wolf hit it,
Mhm.
ooh, those are kind of cool. We'll use this. There you go. That's it, right there. Okay. It does look like for a moment that there's some sort of resistance to it, but then it just shoots out the other side and keeps going. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so weird lady thing. It at this time flies up in the air and just 25 into the forest.
Shit.
And essentially, even though I put it over there, I mean, if somebody was fast enough, they could, get over to the area where it's at. But you guys pretty much lose it in the foliage as it goes. Zoop.
Riley watches
I know
it for
where it
about
is.
2 seconds.
Wyndon.
Okay, I'm gonna say before I run off after it to Gregor, do you have anything with radiant damage? And then I'm going to
Of course I do.
I'm going to let's see. I can. So you said we lost sight of it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, pretty much it's gone into the foliage of the forest, but it beelined it into the forest. So like if your turn's directly, which yours is directly after it, you can pretty much take off and follow it into the.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
Okay.
All right. So, and luckily again, I can move to like 60 feet without using my action right now.
Nice.
Do I have any sight of it yet when I ran after
Yes.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
You can see it. You can see it. Buzzing along up. It has gained altitude,
Sure.
so it is not within melee swinging range.
That's fine. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at it.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
See if it does any good. All right. So all 3 darts obviously are going for the cloud.
All right. Okay.
And it should automatically hit unless it.
They
has
do.
some-
So they do. What's the damage to it?
10 force damage.
10 force damage. Okay. So the magic missiles go screaming off, and they hit, and then they connect with like little explosions, and it explodes out, and the smoke explodes away from it like little cotton balls, and they kind of like dissipate into the air. And every place that it hit and it exploded, those it shrunk the cloud more.
Okay.
So again, it shrunk from the flaming
fire.
hands. It shrunk it down. You hit it with these, and it shrunk down even more, so it's even smaller than it was before.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay. Fritos.
So it's up in the air now.
Yes, and in the forest.
So can I see it any longer?
Go ahead and give me a perception roll. Let's see if you
All
can
right.
catch it through the foliage going up there. I mean, it's going to be a long shot, but because this is the thick forest. You know what? You can see it. You can see it
All right.
As
Well,
it-
I
as it-
will.
bobbing around.
All right. I go ahead and pull out my long bow, dropping my daggers to the ground,
Okay,
and just fire off a shot at it.
gotcha.
And I don't get very good aim.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's just because it's like moving sporadically, and you just and it goes off. Errant shot. All right. There are things that you want to do there, Three Toes.
Not with my daggers there, but I will just kind of step a little bit deeper into these trees, but I'm not trying to hide or anything at this point. More
Gotcha.
like just keeping an eye on where that thing's going.
Gotcha. Gregor at this time goes running past you, choo, 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 and he gets about there and then he stops because he realizes, I don't know where the fuck this thing went. So, Silverwolf.
I'm kind of going to do the same thing. I'm going to run to here, which is as far as I can go, and then I'm going to try to just see if I can spot her, which I would
Go ahead.
have advantage with. Okay. 15.
You don't so much spot her as you really just have a gut feeling of which way it's going.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother dropping my swords and pulling out my bow because I don't think that I'm going to be able to hit smoke. I had issues with that earlier. So I just have my swords out. I'm going to try to keep an eye out on the direction that she's going, but also just a general that direction just to make sure nothing else is going to come out of those woods.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that's all.
Orthalis comes running up and he stands next to you and goes, holy fucking shit, what the hell is that thing?
Beats me, but that was not what I was expecting.
And not what you were expecting, not the fuck what I was expecting either. Okay, that's his turn. All right, Raleigh.
Raleigh, And he just kind of
Uh-oh.
shrugs and turns to the pot and starts getting some food.
Okay, you kind of broke up on the first part. I think it was you're like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna get me something to eat.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. The weird lady at this point in time, Steve, the smoke that she is,
Mhm.
boogies. Now, what is your full out speed there with expeditious retreat?
So okay, so I can go my normal movement and I can bonus action dash, so that'd be
Uh-huh.
60. And if I didn't want to do anything else, I could go 90. But
Okay. If you don't want to do anything else except follow this thing, you can't. You'll be just fast enough to keep up with it.
okay. Okay. I mean, okay. Okay. If I fell 30, sorry, yeah. If I fell 30 feet behind, I could still try to fire at it, or is that not a possibility?
If you fell 30 feet behind, you'd have to give me a perception roll to see if you can spot it through the foliage. And then after that point, if you
Okay.
didn't, you'd probably lose it.
Okay. All right. Shoot. I gotta make a choice here. Okay. I'll keep following it for now until I feel like the spell is about to wear off.
Okay, so you keep following this thing, and it goes, and it's sipping in between the trunks and through the branches, and it doesn't come down very far because you think it has a good idea that you're still hot on its trail.
Mhm.
And after you run for, what's the duration on this?
The spell's total duration is 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. So after you go for a couple of minutes,
Mhm.
actually, of just this full out blazing run, I would say, we'll say like 3 minutes.
Mhm.
You start coming down to where you know that there's this large creek that runs through this part of the woods. And you follow it, and there's a small cave entrance that it zips straight into.
Okay. Okay. Wyndon's a smart and cautious man. He's gonna just, boy, he's by himself. He's gonna try to see if he could see anything in moving. He knows it's not. He's gonna see if he can see anything moving in the cave, or if anything comes out of the cave for a few minutes.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
It's dark. It's really dark, and it's kind of a low cave entrance. So like it's kind of wide. So it's wide enough at least for 4 men to walk in abreast, but it's low in the fact that you would have to like bend over at the waist to get in underneath the entrance. And you do see that water, from the creek it goes right up to the very entrance of it, but it's not like flooded.
Okay. Well, using the remaining time I have, I'll run as fast as I can back to camp, and I'll say it's in the cave near the creek.
Okay. One thing I need to know is, do you have survival as a skill?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. I do not have proficiency in survival now.
Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to give me a survival check.
Yep.
And you're going to do it at advantage.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, boy. All right.
Not a problem. You make it back.
So I'll run back, especially to Silver Wolf, because he's the most competent in the woods, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
"It's in those caves near the creek. At least that's where it was, and I lost it. Well, I didn't lose it, but I didn't want to run into caves blind."
Right. Now, you guys are unaware of this cave. This is something new that.
Oh, it's new. Oh,
So
okay.
we
Then
know,
I'll
we
say.
know where that stream is, though, right? The creek. We know where.
You know where the stream is. Yeah, and basically what it is, there was enough foliage that is around the entrance of the cave that unless you're looking kind of right at it, it's really easy to miss.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I'll relay that's where it is and say, you can sense where it is, right? So let's see. We should hurry up while we still have time.
Yeah.
Gregor's all like, yes, we should definitely hurry and go there.
I just turned to Gregor and said, "What the fuck is going on here?
Oh.
It's more than you're not telling us."
What? It's
don't have-
IUs. I mean, what else
We
do
don't
you
have
need to know?
time.
All right, fuck it, and I run through the forest toward the creek.
Okay, so Orthalis goes, yeah, let me know how that turns out. I'm going to get everybody ready. But Gregor is all about it, man. He's like, yes, let's go. All right, so now at this point in time, hopefully I did all this right. You guys see that?
While all the running around and chaos was happening, I collected up my daggers and kind of fell to the back of a large group and just kind of hid out back there.
Yeah, I just see a black
Okay.
screen.
Excellent. That's the way it's supposed to be. Let me get my what I need. Bloop. How's that? You see stuff now?
No.
Not
No.
yet.
Wait until your characters are on the. I will master this. I know. I mean, I've seen 13-year-olds on videos do this. I will master this.
You might have to call one of them up and see how they do it.
Yeah, dude. You know what the sad part is? I've watched the goddamn videos of them doing it, and I still ain't doing it right. Okay, so it's go to the top, top right. I'm sorry, top left corner of the map. Just
Okay.
tell me, see any light up there?
No.
Bless America. All right, hold on. You do. Holy crap! Now can you see anything?
No.
No.
I mean, partly it might be because we're human, so I don't know if that's gonna.
I
No, I
I
just-
should be able to
Oh,
see
I
you're
it.
just
half
dropped.
elf.
Yeah, I just dropped the half elf right there.
I can't even see where you're pointing.
Okay, all right. This is such crap. All right, hold on 1 second. I blame myself thoroughly for not being competent. Let's see here.
So you have dynamic lighting on? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Now tell me,
No.
can you see stuff now?
Is the fog of war on the right layer? I don't know how that works, but is it on the map layer or the token layer? Maybe that has something to do with it.
No, you're on the object layer, so that should be fine.
What about the fog of war or the?
Fog of War just works in general. I don't think it matters what
doesn't
layer.
matter?
I don't think so. No. So Raleigh, can you see? I see you put your token out there.
Yeah, I don't see anything though.
Yeah. All right.
I bet it looks cool.
It does. You are so right. It's the coolest. Okay, so let's see here. I've got. Oh, it couldn't be that simple. Hold on. What about now?
No.
Okay, it wasn't that simple, so that's
No
good.
difference.
And then do that. Okay. Now try this again. Nope. Okay. So I've got Advanced Fog of War on. No. Oh, that's dynamic. That's why. I don't think I want that. All right, we're gonna go again. We'll do it old school. Okay, so hold on. Let me. And I'll watch this video again.
Maybe try a different video.
I guess it's like crying out loud. It makes complete sense, and you know what? When I go through and I
Oh, there
watch
you
them, I do exactly what they say to do in the video. It's like, oh, it all works. It says, oh, and you can do this to see what the characters would see. I do that, and I go, oh, it works.
Well, this worked. We can see this.
Okay. All right, go ahead and drop your guys there.
Would you mind moving me to the top left? I can't see myself to move where I dropped it.
You did it, so go ahead and drop it again.
Okay.
Did I drop it in there?
I thought I did as well, but Do you see our tokens on there, Will?
Let's see. Oh, why can't I grab them now? Oh, that's why. All right. Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I put it into the top left corner, but maybe it just put it wherever it wanted. So
No, your
I
tokens
put mine
there.
right here, like over here.
Yeah, your
somewhere.
tokens are there.
But we don't see it.
Oh, I know why. God bless America. Okay, this is why. All right. Let's see. Did it
Oh,
pop
there we
up?
go. Oh shit, we're
Yeah.
drifting off into sea.
Okay.
Weird.
These
I still don't
these.
see mine.
Oh,
but
because it's
No.
It's
I have
based
to
on
do it.
my. There's everybody.
I have to do it on each one.
Okay,
there
we
I
go.
can see.
These are all new tokens. So what I have to do is I have to go back in and has psych. I have to check that box. And boom.
Gotcha.
Okay. So let me see right quick. I can do. Let's see here. So that's. Let's see. Yep. And then. Okay. Save changes. Okay. So we have in humans. So Raleigh and okay.
Raleigh's a half elf, right?
No.
Yep.
You are, huh? Okay, hold on.
I am.
Bloop. So I will give you the same. So there we go. Okay. And it looks like Three Toes stayed behind. So it's just the three of you gentlemen. Okay. So dun 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 dun. You're at the mouth there, and let me get
We need our new buddy.
Gregor. Hold on a second here.
So Three Tours didn't follow us. I mean,
And
I'm not really paying attention to that at the moment, but
And not until Michael gets back and tells me either I'm correct or wrong.
fair enough.
Okay, and then there's Gregor. He followed you.
Okay.
Excellent. Follow me. And he just goes right up. He casts light on his big ass bastard sword and just starts going in. So,
Well, so much for the subtle approach.
right here, since he's lit up like a Christmas tree, I'm going to go ahead and put this on him.
All right, I'm gonna put my swords away and just take out my bow, since he's leading the way.
Gotcha. Did Three Toes stayed behind, or is Three Toes following them to the cave?
No, I went to the cave. I just stayed way to the back, kind of trailed.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and drop your token on here, Michael, and then I'll have to do the click on it to show that it's has the sight thing. I think I'll have to do,
The site.
Okay.
and it's in the top left of the page.
You know, I was typing my name in the token thing, and I almost typed in Silver Toes.
I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we got it. I see it. I have to do
Oh,
something.
you see it.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
see it.
Well, there you are.
Go ahead and click because it's a new token. I have to add sight. You should see now.
Okay.
You're over here.
Yeah, I don't know who anybody else is, but other than you all there.
Okay, now Gregor casts light on himself, and he's just marching in. He just stoops down. He comes up to the mouth and looks over at Wyndon. This is where it's at.
Yep.
Excellent.
At least when I last saw it.
Okay, so he goes under. He just ducks in and just goes right in.
Fuck it. Following, just gonna keep a little bit behind. Bow ready.
Gotcha. And this will probably end up showing other parts of the area. I didn't do the draw on it to build the walls. So he starts crumping down. And you guys get to right about there. You guys following him in there?
Yeah, Raleigh's staying right next to him.
Okay. At that point, You see another one of these cloud type. It's the same consistency that the cloud was, but it is actually has form to it. It has arms and a lump that's a little bit protruding out of the torso, that's sort of like a head, and there's definitely some English reddish eyes.
I know that Three Toes isn't going to want to go before me, so I just start going in.
Yes, we're we're going to.
Yeah, I'm at the back.
Let me clear this out. Okay, and we're going to roll initiative here, guys.
Alright.
Okay.
Whoops, I didn't want to roll that.
I think a D12 was fine, or whatever you rolled over there.
Yeah. Well, I
keep rolling those.
It wasn't much.
Yeah, he got a 7 anyway, so that's all good. All right, everybody roll.
Mhm.
Yep.
There we go. Three Toes.
Now we're not seeing anything yet. We're just marching in.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
you
not
just-
seeing anything yet.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen anything yet, but you hear
No one's
up
alerted us to anything or told us
Well-
anything.
Actually, yeah, you hear Gregor, because as Gregor and Raleigh and Silver Fox making around the bed, you hear Gregor go, there's another one of those Iusian summoned demons. Come at me. You hear that.
All right. Well, when I hear that, then I will actually begin moving faster.
Okay.
And let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not really sure what I'm seeing yet.
Okay, right there, you do
Like,
see.
what is that?
I'm pretty sure I've seen that monster on the Looney Tunes cartoons.
It's very possible.
Like that red hairy dude.
Jeez.
I forget what it was, but.
Oh yeah, the monster thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So that's a monster right there.
yeah,
Yes.
it's one of those shadow. It's a shadow beast thingy, and this one it's got more proportions to it. It's got arms. It's got like kind of a head and eyes, and whatnot.
Is it floating or is it like standing?
Yes. No, it is floating.
Has it taken a turn yet? No, it hasn't.
No, it
So I'll
has
go
not.
ahead and throw a dagger at it.
Okay. That does not hit.
I will miss with that dagger. So then, as my bonus action, I'm just going to turn around and actually, I'm just going to try to hide here.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Not very stealthy right now either.
It's kind of hard with this big bellowing priest Therian with just beaming light off of him. So
Yeah.
all right, roll it.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my long sword and run up to it and say, "This is for Sue and Todd and interrupting my breakfast."
Okay.
Run around here, and I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite as a bonus action, and then
Nice.
my action cast Booming Blade.
Gotcha.
And hope it hits.
Oh yeah, it hit.
All right. And so it's 20 points of damage altogether.
Okay.
And then it has
D8.
to.
Yeah, D8 when it moves. Okay, so you did smite.
Yep, but it also has to make a spell save, or I can knock it 10 feet, I believe. So
What type of damage What type of damage is the smite?
Thunder.
It's thunder? Okay. All right, so... Got it. Okay. All right, and it's got to do what now, you say?
I think is it a strength
to make
save?
a save. I think it's a strength. I'm
Probably.
looking it
It's
up
usually
here.
strength if you're trying not to
Yeah.
get pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a strength save. Yep. Or we pushed 10 feet away from me and knocked prone. I don't know if it could be knocked prone.
No, it can't be knocked
But,
home, but it will be knocked away from you. Okay, so I take it 12 does fail, right?
It does fail. Yep.
Yeah, because 13 is your DC, right?
Right.
Okay, so you push it over this way in doing that, and you do damage to it, but it doesn't look like it wasn't getting its world rocked, especially like it seemed like it was getting its world rocked outside in the sunlight.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. So let's see who would be great. Wind.
Okay, well, I'll continue moving. I still don't actually see anything on screen. Would I be able to see this thing from here? I don't see anything. Or do I have to move more?
No, let me try something here. I thought I had done it.
Yeah, I can see way down here.
Yeah, because you're a half elf, but I have it
Yeah.
on. You know what? Here, I know what I'm going to do. I'll just come in here. I'll grab this and I'll put it on there. You guys.
I could definitely see that.
Okay. Because I dropped the torch on him because he cast light on himself.
Okay, great. Okay, cool. So I know it's not going to do much, but I'm going to sigh and take out. Actually, no. This probably won't work either, but I'm going to actually try casting Ray of Frost on it.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see if it. Nope, don't even hit. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
That will be it for me for now. Yep.
All right. Silver Wolf.
Now, is this the same creature that I cast Hunter's Mark on?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right. It's probably not going to work because it doesn't seem to hit anything, but I've got my bow out. I'm going to take a shot, see what happens.
Never sell yourself short, man. Nice.
19.
That does it. That hits it.
Has it been hit?
Actually, it has.
All right, so that's 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I just knock another, arrow in my bow and wait for.
Don't forget your Hunter's Mark damage.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it's another 1d6.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And another 1d6.
Did that work?
There you go.
All right, so another 5, so 19 points of damage.
All right.
And then I just get ready. Just knock another bow. Get ready for my next turn.
Okay. Race like thingy. Excellent. Okay, so it goes and it just like engulfs Gregor. And he is lost within a cloud of stuff. And let's give a roll here. Excellent. Okay.
Oh, 1d8 for moving.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead and I'll let you roll it. Yeah, you'll have to keep track of that for me when you do that.
Yep.
Whop that one
something.
thunder damage.
That's what you get. That's what you
Whole
get.
point. Okay, he takes it. All right, cool. So at that point, so the wraith has gone, and it is just like it is turned from a mass that had like arms into just like a great big ass cloud again, just completely enveloping Gregor. And you guys can hear him in there because it sounds like. All right. Three toes. You're all kinds of hidden, you think.
I just lash out with my dagger against this thing.
Okay.
Is it a 14 hit?
Actually, it does.
All right, then that would be a total of 13 damage
Okay.
to this, whatever this is. And then I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage and move back up around the corner.
Gotcha.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. And again, it does appear that, it's the same thing. You guys are wiping into this, like, shadow, and there's resistance there. It just doesn't feel like, it doesn't have the same consistency, like, putting it through somebody, that you really hate. All right. Raleigh!
All right. Going to step up. Well, let me see how far I can get. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to, hold on. Step up right here and cast Burning Hands at it and say,
Okay.
sorry, Gregor. And that's a dex save versus DC 13. Or I'm going to use a second level spell slot, so it'll be 4d6 damage.
I do believe that makes it.
Yes, that'll make it. So
And
half
let me-
damage.
Hold on, let me roll for Gregor. And he does not.
He does not.
So 13 points?
13 points.
Okay. Okay, and Gregor. Let's see. I've got too much here. All right. All right. Wyndon.
Okay. Do I feel like I could skirt around this corner without it being able to swipe at me?
Yeah, and actually, it doesn't appear like it's even paying attention to you guys right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here then, and just shoot right at the wraith with my crossbow. I'm gonna do a sharpshooter shot at it actually.
All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
Ow, shit. That's some
Cool.
serious shit right there. Okay. Yeah. Good job. Okay.
And that's about all I got. I'll just say it doesn't like fire or light, and that's what I'll say.
Okay. Silver.
All right. I just say, because I'm right next to this thing, I drop my bow and I say, God damn it, Gregor. And I try to run at it, hopefully can muscle Gregor out the back.
Oh, you're going to dive into it?
I'm running, full speed.
Okay. Okay,
Through it,
cool.
trying to grab Gregor on the way and out the back.
All right, give me an athletics check.
All right. Athletics. 23.
Wow, that is pretty good. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, for God every time.
This is what happens. You go charging in there, and you go, aha, and you bam, hit into what obviously is Gregor. And you feel this hand, as you come and hit into it, grab the back of your neck and turn with you in momentum, and he throws you to the ground.
So now I'm over on the other
So
side somewhere.
you're on the other side,
I'm
right over here.
now. Yeah.
Yes, and you're prone.
Yeah.
And you're prone.
And my boat
Okay.
is back over here.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
man. That's the second time in a row.
Mm-hmm.
A
Okay.
natural
By
20 on
natural
my
20,
athletics check.
At that time, okay, now it's the wraith-like thing's turn. The cloud that was encompassing Gregor moves off of him and floats over and comes after. Let's see. Well, I got 3 there. Okay, we're gonna say